right, so I've got my coffee. Oh, and it tastes so good. And, oh yeah. Let's get this podcast started, shall we? What is up, my people? I am your host of the show, Wonderful Lounging with John with you. I hope you guys are doing good today, this morning. Good morning to every one of you. Hope you guys had a wonderful night. I hope you slept good. You know what? I went to bed late. You know, sometimes I have them nights where sleeping is something that just doesn't exist. But I did end up going to sleep. Go ahead and tap on that subscribe button if you're yet subscribed to the lounge here. We'd love to have you. And be sure to give us a thumbs up. Share this with your friends on any of the social platforms that you might be a part of. Facebook, Twitter, you know, any of them wonderful sites. There might be other ones, you know. I don't know where you hang out, all right? I'm just trying to give you options. So yesterday was a really, really awesome day because, well, for one, we had a really good stream. It was, what's the word I'm looking for? It was powerful. It was powerful. It was energetic and it was moving, right? And those always count. Those always count for something, for sure. Got to get reacquainted with a friend that, you know, is, you know, a very special friend to me. Well, let me say that a little differently. A very special friendship, so that makes it special to me. And that's what I want to talk about today, is how you can look at friendships. And everybody says, you know what, a friend is a friend. I don't believe that. I believe that every friend that we have, there are, you know, different reasons behind the friendship. What got the friendship started? What you know, what created that friendship? I don't believe that all friendships are the same. I believe that we should respect you should always respect your friends and be there for each other, but I believe that every friendship has something a little different about each one of them. And it makes sense, right? Because every friendship is, you connected with somebody else. It's a different person. With it being a different person, then that makes it, well, let's see. Sorry about that. Every friendship's different, though. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Do you look at every friendship that you have as being the same? I bet not. I bet not. So I'm going to talk about a couple of my friendships that I have to just kind of show you the difference. And then I want to talk about a couple other things. So my first example that I'm going to use is a friend of mine that I've been friends with my entire life, right? Since I've been going to school at a very young age. That is a friendship that, you know, obviously is a very long-term friendship. And, you know, I see this guy as more of a brother, you know, because we're that close. He knows me so well, and I know him so well that, you know, if something's going on, more than likely he could just tell you what I'm thinking, more or less. Same with him. Something's going on. I can almost tell you what he would say, or how he would react, or what he's thinking, or even sometimes what we're feeling. Right? Very important friendship. But this one comes from several things. Long term, we've known each other for so long, that makes it special. We both have been through, similar situations. That makes it, different. So it just, when someone says, "Oh well, all friendships are the same," it just kind of irks me because it's not true. I respect all my friends, right? I've got another very special friendship, and yesterday we was lucky enough to get reacquainted and connected back together again through the lounge, and that just added another star to the lounge. I'm gonna be honest with you. It just made the lounge, even more special, because there's always going to be that memory behind it. There's several different memories that you can connect to different things, and there's a few of them here. But yesterday was definitely something that's going on the wall, right? That star is up on the wall right now. So I wanted to talk about kind of how that friendship started, and kind of where I was, at the time, of my life, what I was going through, and how that friendship, gave me motivation to keep moving, and gave me, self-esteem. She gave me self-esteem back, because at the time, and you'll see when I go into the story here, but at the time, I didn't have any of that really. I was at the pits of being at the bottom of the bucket, at that time in my life. So those things are always so important to me. And yeah, so here's how it started. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you wasn't excuse me, if you wasn't with us on the live stream, our newest subscriber, Summer, such a beautiful name, right? Beautiful name. She came back yesterday. So, well, not came back, she's never been here, but she came in yesterday, and it was just good. Just go back and listen to the live stream, dadgummit. Don't make me tell the whole story. Go back and listen to it, all right? When I met her was when I decided that I wanted to get a guide dog, and start using a guide dog in my life to help me have freedom in my life. At the time, I was married, and I didn't even hardly use a cane. I knew how to use a cane, but I didn't hardly ever use it. I depended on my ex-wife. We'd go somewhere and a hand would go on the shoulder. Grocery stores, friend's house, out walking. It was always just dependent on her. And of course, a lot of other things was going on too. I won't get into all that right now, but I decided that I had enough, that I wanted freedom in my life. I wanted to be able to go and do things on my own without depending on someone else to help me do it, without depending on someone to walk me through a grocery store, without having to depend on someone to walk me around a flea market or walk me around the park or walk me around my own city that I lived in for so very long, but couldn't even do that. So I decided it's time to go get a guide dog. So I applied for at a school to go get one, and I ended up going. Well, at the time that I had applied, apparently, so did my friend Summer. She applied, right? And it was the first day. It was a Sunday that I met her. As a matter of fact, when I met her, she had got there right around lunch or dinner on that Sunday, because we go there on you go there on a Sunday and then you stay for pretty much a whole month. And so she came in the lunchroom where we all had dinner, and she had sit beside me, and we just connected, started talking. I told her where I was from. She told me where she was from. And obviously we spoke throughout dinner. I don't remember. My goodness, I'm trying to remember what it's called, but anyways, that was such a important day. It's one of them days that you'll never forget, because there's nothing better, you guys, than connecting with someone, especially when your life is kind of on the bumpy side, and someone positive comes into your life. It just changes everything. And anyway, we went out on walked with our dogs together with the trainers and stuff. The trainer would choose me and her quite a few times, and so it allowed us to really connect and build a strong relationship, friendship, right? And she was also so positive about me. She would, just, and I would do the same to her, which is an amazing friend. But she would throw out positive comments about me. She'd say, I don't remember exactly down to the T, but she would say, hey, I like that shirt you're wearing, or she was just a positive person to me. And at the time, I was just going through a lot of different things in my life at the time. I was on the very edge of just so many different things. The relationship that I was in, my marriage was not good, right? So by her being there, sorry about that, I was trying to read something. By her being there, it changed everything, because it gave me back encouragement about myself. It gave me back hope about who I was, and hope about, really everything about me. That's the wonderful thing about, making friends, is they can really, really impact your life in a very positive way. Here I had an ex-wife, well, at the time a wife, that, was mentally abusive, and just, everything was just negative instead of positive. And then I go and I'm at the school for a month, and it really changed a lot of things. Like it gave me the space I needed. It gave me the time to figure out what I was doing, and on top of it, you meet this incredible friend that gives you hope and inspiration and motivation and high self-esteem, and it kind of pulled me back up out of that rut. So, Summer, you did that for me, whether you know that or not. You did, just by your normal, just being a kind person and being respectful and having a beautiful heart. You gave me the courage to continue on, to be that stronger person, to do the things that I've been telling people to do for the last 7-8 years now, along with my motivational speeches and all that stuff. Like I said, I've told people before, I've not always had, things figured out with what I wanted and where I was going. I do now, but Summer was the ammo of that. She gave that back to me, right? She might not never knew that. Well, now you know. I didn't think that I was that cool of a person. I didn't think I was funny, and I would just do funny little things, and she would just start laughing at me, and I'm like, what? She's like, the way you just look at me with that one eye. And that's where the eye thing came from, because I would kind of look at her and kind of like turn my head to the side almost, and look at her real funny, because she'd say something funny and I'd just make that funny look, and she's like, don't give me the eye. So that's where that came from. There we go. But it's at that time in my life, because of what I went through, and because of what this friend did for me, and not even knowing what she was doing for me, she was just being a kind person, a beautiful hearted person, a beautiful minded person with a sweet and soft soul, right? And now it's something I never forget, and that friendship has always been very special to me. Now, here's the thing: we kind of went different ways. It's kind of like going to school. When you graduate, everybody goes different ways. Well, same way with when we was at the school for our dogs. Is when we left, we kind of went different ways. But luckily, we shared contact information. And the only way you can do that is by, obviously the person giving you the info, because otherwise the school says, we don't do that. You're not allowed. But we did it anyways. We shared our contact info and stayed in contact. But then we still kind of just went different ways, right? And every now and then we would do a message, across Facebook or something. But that's why yesterday when she came back, it was a reconnect, and it was good, because it was something that, for some reason, I don't know why I was waiting. I don't know why I was always waiting to reconnect, but that's just one of my flaws. Is I sometimes I don't speak up, right? And so, I figured, well, she's got, a lot of things going on maybe in her life or whatever. So I didn't really bother her that much, and it's no one's fault. No one's fault. But back to the main point here. It's another very special friendship, and it has its own history. Every friendship does. That's why I think that no matter what, we should always cherish the friendships that we have with each other. I've got a friendship with each one of you in its own unique way. Shauna in its own unique way. Amber in its own unique way. Jeff in its own unique way. All these people in their own unique way. And of course, we also have that community relationship as well here at the lounge in its own unique way, because the lounge is so unique. Friendships is a wonderful thing, and I think that sometimes we forget how important and how special each friendship that we have really is. So if you got friends out there, don't never forget about them and stop talking to them and just let them go, because friends need friends, right? Friends need each other, because you do more than what you think. You help each other get through things. You bring change into people, into your friend's life. And it's just so very important that you always keep a hold of the ones that you care about the most, right? And I care about all my friends. And yeah, there's different levels of friendships, I think, but in general, I have respect for all my friends, and I love all my friends. But it was really, really awesome that, here you got a friend you've not talked to for a long time, and then they come back. It's just an amazing and awesome feeling to know that, hey, there's your friend. They're still there. And you know what? We have never, not once, disrespected each other. The same as you guys here at the lounge. We've never disrespected each other. Always been there for each other. And yeah, it's awesome. It's good. Summer. My little summer. You are back, and I just want you to know how grateful that I am. And I want to thank you, because you might have never knew it, that you created change in my life for the better. And I appreciate that just as much as I appreciate you. Just like you guys here at the lounge. You guys, if it wasn't for you, this channel wouldn't be where it's at now. If it wasn't for you, the motivation wouldn't be the same. So thank you guys too. I appreciate every one of you. I've had friends that, check up when they, all right, so anyways, Let me grab a drink. I had to take some medication. And for some reason, not all medicine is like hard to take, but like some of them, depending on the texture, like it's hard to swallow. I don't know why, it's weird. Anyways, Summer, again, I just want to thank you for being such a beautiful and important person in my life. A friend that, you know, you're more important than probably what you even knew. But I have a boatload of respect for you. And you deserve to know that. You know, it's just like when the Loungers, you know, they do things and support me. I let them know because they deserve to know that. And with that said, you guys, I appreciate everything you've done for me as well. All the support that you've offered me and all the inspiration that you've given me and motivation that you've given me to keep on fighting on this channel when people want to try to, you know, make me, you know, feel bad or feel, you know, like I'm not doing a good job. You guys are always there to keep pushing me forward. And I appreciate that. So, there you go. Summer, this was put together for you because that's, you know, it's just a friendship that I will always, always, always be there as your friend. And the Loungers will always be there as your friend. You might not know everybody yet, but in time you will. In time you will learn each person here at the Lounge individually. You will learn a little about them each day. And you always have someone here to lean on. I can guarantee you that. You'll always have support. So, thank you. You guys, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up for Summer being a Lounger here and being your new friend and our new Lounger. And we got some good ideas. Me and Summer's been talking. We got some good ideas for you guys. So, that's going to happen sometime soon. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll like it. You'll like it a lot. So, anyways, with that said, you guys, hey, come on. What are you doing? There you go. Thank you. You guys go ahead and do me a favor. Again, hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Tap on that bell to set your notifications just in case. You want to make sure you got notifications turned on, all notifications. That way you'll get the alerts when a new video has been published, or when we go live, or when I do backflips off the Empire State Building. Because I'm a ninja. No, not really. I'm out of here, y'all. I love you very much. Summer, my sweet Summer. Keep a smile on your face. Keep staying positive. And just know I'm in your corner. Alright? We can get through anything together. I always tell people, you know what? I can walk out there and pick up a rock and move it on my own. But to get together, we can move mountains, baby. We can move mountains.